my ID number 298. I will explain about the external environment. The external environment have three components. The first is organizational environment. All elements existing outside the organization boundaries that have the potential to affect the organization. The external environment includes competitors, resources, and technology. The second is general environment, the layer of the external environment that affects to organization indirectly. It includes social and economic. And the last, task environment, the layer of the external environment that directly influences the organization, operation, and performance. It is generally considered to include competitors, supplier, customers, and the labor market. Thank you.
My name is Nur Alia Nifagi and my ID number is 411. In here, I will explain about the internal environment. An organization's internal environment is composed of the elements within the organization, including current employees, management, and especially corporate culture, which define employee behavior. Although some elements affect the organization as a whole, others affect only the manager. A manager's philosophical or leadership style directly impacts employees. Traditional managers give explicit instruction to employees, while progressive managers empower employees to make many of their own decisions. Change in philosophy and or leadership style are under the control of the manager. And the general environment. The general environment is the larger environment within which the task environment is embedded. It includes the international dimension of the external environment represent even originating in foreign countries as well as opportunities for US companies in other countries. And technological. The dimension of the general environment that includes scientific and technological advancement in the industry and the society at large. And the last is social cultural. The dimension of the general environment representing the demographic characteristics, norms, custom, and values of the population within which the organization operates. Thank you.
My name is Nurmati Syafitri, my ID number 783. I will explain about economic, legal, political, and natural. The first, economic, the dimension of the general environment representing the overall economic health of the country or region in which the organization operates. The second is legal political, the dimension of the general environment that includes federal, state, and local government regulation, and political activities designed to influence company behavior. The third is natural, that is the dimension of the general environment that includes elements that occur naturally on Earth, including plants, animals, rock, and natural resources such as water and climate.
My name is Tri Utami. My ID number 885. Task environment. As described earlier, the task environment includes the sectors that have a direct working relationship with the organization, among them customers, competitors, suppliers, and the labor market. I want to explain about customer, competitors, suppliers, and labor market. Customers are those people and organizations in the environment that acquire goods or services from the organization. As recipient of the organization output, customers are important because they determine the organization's success. For the example, patients are the customer of hospital. Students are the customer of school. Competitors, other organizations in the same industry or type of business that provide goods or services to the same set of customers. Suppliers. Suppliers are people and organizations that provide the raw materials the organization uses to produce its output. Labor market. Labor market represents people in the environment who can be hired to work for the organization. Every organization needs a supply of trained, qualified personnel. Labor market force affecting organizations right now include 1. The growing need computer literate knowledge workers. 2. The necessity for continuous investment in human resource. 3. The effect of international trading blocks, automation, outsourcing, and shift facility location on labor dislocations.
My name is Zania Chandrakirana. My ID number 796. I will explain about the organization environment relationship. There are two parts, and number one, environmental uncertainty is organization must manage environmental uncertainty to be effective. Uncertainty means that managers do not have sufficient information about environmental factors to understand and predict environmental needs and change. And number two, adapting to the environment. If an organization face increased uncertainty with respect to competition, customer, supplies, or government regulation, manager can use several strategies to adapt to these changes, including boundary setting rules. Boundary setting is an increasingly important task in organization because environmental shift can happen so quickly in today's world. And two, inter-organization partnership. Managers in partnering organizations are also shifting from an adversarial orientation to a partnership orientation. Partners are frequently involved in one another product design and production, and there are commitment for the long term. Number three, merger and joint venture. A merger occurs when two or more organizations combine to become one. A joint venture involves a strategy, alliance, or program by two or more organizations. A joint venture typically occurs when a project is too complex, expensive, or challenging for one firm to handle alone.
My name is Latifa Rahmanul Faisti. My ID number 844. I will present about the internal environment. Corporate culture. Corporate culture survivors are extremely important to the competitive advantage. Culture is the set of the key value, belief, understanding, and the norms that members of an organization share. The basic value that can be a culture feature consists of: first, symbol. Symbol is an object, age, or event that conveys meaning to others. 2. Stories. Stories is a narrative based of true event to repeat and frequently and share among organizational employees. 3. Heroes. Heroes is a figure who reflects the deeds, character, and attribute of a strong corporate culture. 4. Slogans. Slogan is phrase or sentence that secretly express a key corporate value. And 5. Ceremony is a planned activity at a special event that is conducted for the benefits of a culture.
Adaptive cultures. A strong corporate culture alone did not ensure business success unless the culture encouraged healthy adaptation to the external environment. In adaptive cultures, managers are concerned about customer and those internal people and process that bring about useful change. In the unadaptive corporate cultures, managers are concerned about themselves, and their values tend to discourage risk-taking and change.
My name is Cynthia Janeka Ramadhani and my ID number 891. In here, I will explain types of culture. There are 4 types of culture. The first is the adaptability culture. The adaptability culture emerges in an environment that requires fast responses and high-risk decision-making. Managers encourage values that support the company's ability to rapidly detect, interpret, and translate signals from the environment into new behavior response. And the second is the achievement culture. The achievement culture is suited to organization concerned with serving specific customer in the external environment, but without the intense need for flexibility and rapid change. The result-oriented culture value competitiveness, aggressiveness, and personal initiative and willingness to work long and hard to achieve results. Third is the involvement culture. The involvement culture emphasizes an internal focus on the involvement and participation of employees to adapt rapidly to changing needs for the environment. And the last category is consistency culture. Consistency culture uses an internal focus and consistency oriented for a stateless environment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Marsa Sabira Livia. My ID number is 902. I will present about shaping corporate culture for innovative response. There's 2 parts in shaping corporate culture. The first is managing the high performance culture. High performance culture, a culture based on a solid organizational mission that uses share adaptive value to guide decision and business practice and to encourage individual employee ownership of both bottom line results and the organizational cultural backbone. The second is cultural leadership. A cultural leadership definition and use signals and symbols to influence corporate culture. Cultural leadership influence cultural into 3 areas. 1. The cultural leader articulates a vision for the organizational culture that employees can believe in. The leader defines and communicates cultural values that employees believe in or will rally around. 2. The cultural leader needs the day-to-day activities that reinforce the culture. The leader makes sure that work, produce, and reward system match and reinforce the values. Thank you.